Behind the quiet smile I offer the world, behind the poised exterior and the steady voice, there is a storm, a wild, unrelenting storm that rages inside of me. To those around me, I might seem calm, composed, even cheerful. I move through life appearing as though everything is in perfect order. I laugh when expected, speak when spoken to, and maintain an air of confidence. But behind this carefully constructed mask lies a truth far more complex and far more painful. A silent battle brews within, and no one sees it. This war-won fight isn't loud. It doesn't shout for attention or erupt in visible chaos. It unfolds in silence, tucked away in the shadows of my mind and the stillness of my nights. These are not struggles that cry out to be seen. They're the kind that creep into the quiet spaces of everyday life, unnoticed by everyone, even by me, until they swell into something too heavy to carry. I've grown so used to the weight of unspoken words and the ache of unexpressed emotions that I almost believe they're part of me now. I've become an expert at hiding the tremble in my voice, the pain in my eyes, and the sadness in my silence. The pauses in conversations, the blank stares into the distance, the moments where my laughter lingers just a second too long, they're all fragments of my hidden reality. In the quiet hours of the night, when the world slows down and my distractions fade away, that's when the storm inside me grows loudest. It rises like a tide, pressing against my chest, making it hard to breathe. The stillness, once a comfort, becomes a prison where I am forced to face my demons without armor. It is in these moments that I realize just how deeply I've buried my pain, and how much I've pretended to be fine. I carry the weight of secrecy like a second skin. It clings to me, invisible yet suffocating. For the longest time, I believed that this burden was mine alone to carry, that no one could possibly understand the depth of my pain or the reason behind my silence. Some days, I can hold it with grace. Other days, it crushes me. Pretending has become second nature. I've built walls so high that even I can't always see over them. I tell myself it's safer this way. If I allow others to see the cracks, what will they think? Will they still see me as strong, or will they see someone broken, someone less than whole? And so, I retreat further, even when my heart screams to be known. But the truth is, I'm not afraid of being ignored. I'm afraid of being seen, truly seen. I'm afraid that someone might look past the surface and see the chaos inside, the fragile pieces barely held together. And that vulnerability feels more terrifying than the silence I've clung to for so long. I've become skilled at masking the ache. In crowded rooms, I am the picture of composure. In conversations, I say all the right things. But inside, there's a scream I cannot silence. A need for someone to see through the facade and say, I see you. I hear you. You're not alone. Then came that one evening. A night like any other on the surface. The room buzzed with laughter, and I wore my usual smile. But within, the storm reached its peak. A sharp, invisible pain twisted inside me, and I couldn't explain it. It wasn't one thing, it was everything. The pretending, the loneliness, the exhaustion of always appearing okay. The crowd suddenly became unbearable, the voices turned into static, and the walls began to close in. I bolted. Without thinking, I pushed through the people, seeking air, escape, anything. I didn't expect anyone to notice, let alone follow. But someone did. Their voice, soft and sincere, asked a question that stopped me cold. Do you still love me? It was such a simple question, yet it cut through the noise in my head. In their eyes, there was no judgment, only genuine care. I wanted to lie, to dismiss it with the familiar, "I'm fine." But something about the honesty in their voice cracked through my defenses. The words trembled on my lips. I hesitated, battled the instinct to retreat, and for the first time, I whispered the truth. "No, I'm not okay." It was terrifying. For years, I'd hidden that truth so well. And yet, the moment those words escaped, something inside me shifted. The weight didn't vanish, but it felt shared. I wasn't met with pity or discomfort, but with presence. Understanding. A kind of compassion I hadn't expected. In that moment, I realized the silence had been my enemy all along. It had promised protection but delivered isolation. I thought I was keeping people from my pain to shield them, but really, I was shielding myself from love. True connection can only be built on truth, and for years, I denied myself that gift. As I opened up, something extraordinary happened. Others began to share too. One by one, people around me revealed the cracks behind their smiles, the losses, the heartbreaks, the insecurities. Suddenly, the room no longer felt like a place I didn't belong. It became a space of shared humanity. I began to see the power of vulnerability, not as a weakness, but as a bridge. A bridge that connects us, that allows us to step out from behind our facades and say, "Me too. I've been there." And in doing so, we find each other. We find belonging. The belief that I needed to be perfect to be loved began to dissolve. Healing, I learned, isn't about erasing pain or putting myself back together flawlessly. It's about embracing the mess, sitting with the discomfort, and letting myself be seen as I am. I no longer see strangers, I see people with stories. Each person, no matter how composed they appear, is carrying something. And that realization humbles me. It makes me softer, kinder. Today, I walk with more openness. I no longer pretend that I have all the answers, nor do I expect myself to. I accept that healing is not a linear path, it's messy, beautiful, and deeply human. I've found freedom in letting go. In choosing to show up as myself, flawed and all. I've discovered that strength doesn't lie in hiding pain but in facing it, and in allowing others to walk alongside me through it. And so, I move forward, not alone, not hidden, but seen. Heard. Held. I am no longer trapped by silence.